I'm ready when you are.
Are there any spirits with us now? We have 3 different devices that will not harm you.
Well, actually 2. One of them is just a voice recorder.
That will still pick up if you spoke.
Yeah.
So we've got the triangle, just a yes or no. Green is yes, red is no. I have a device in my hand. You can make the lights go from green, amber and red whenever you're ready, but you do not have to. We do not mean you no harm. We just wish to communicate.
Hello.
If you would wish to communicate with us. What?
Well, actually inside the castle,
Hang on a minute.
as it was in the old days, that there is where the portcullis would have been.
Oh. You asked me to do a call out, I've just done it and now you just interrupted it. I can hear screaming.
You will do. It won't harm you.
Is that you screaming? Are you letting us know you're here? Is that you that's just made the wind pick up?
I was just about to say that.
You're with us now, aren't you? There's also another device near the thing. Shut up! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's trying to angle it properly.
I might just be able to hear you. That device you see will not harm you.
I'm just testing it. Right.
Now there's 3, 4 devices. One in my hand, triangle yes or no, and a ramp pod.
Technically a mini, but yeah.
It's still a ramp pod regardless. See, I'm learning the equipment quicker now compared to what I was doing when I first did it. Not in any of them. None of these devices will harm you in any way whatsoever. You do not need to be afraid of them.
These windows.
Which ones?
Don't set that ramp pod
No,
up.
I'm trying not to.
Drop the torch.
Oh, movement then.
See that bright there?
Yeah.
Tell me you just saw movement in that far window.
I saw like a
In
shadow.
that corner.
I saw like a shadow.
Are you here with us?
I just set the spirit box up.
Do you want me to sit down like I did last time with you? Do you want me to sit down on the floor? That's you.
You can change the range. So what I try and do is have it so it takes the whole gatehouse up.
Shall I sit down on the floor like I did last time?
Yeah. Maximum.
Yeah, I don't want to be triggering it off either here.
No, I'm just doing it so it fills the whole gatehouse.
That was not there a minute ago. Where did that come from? That wasn't there a minute ago.
What is it? Don't worry about it, just put it down.
No, it wasn't there a minute ago.
Hang on, buds.
You've got the neck on it. Why is that going funny?
Because it's too wide.
Are you looking at me out of that window?
Oh, we're about to find out. Spirits, I'm just about to activate the spirit box, which you may communicate with us with.
You have lots of devices to choose from if you wish to communicate. You've got a lot. Probably confusing you. None of them will hurt you. I will sit down on the floor with you.
Nobody touched that.
Oh, you don't want me to sit on the floor? Do you want me to stand back up? Go to the other side if you want me to go up. Make it go green, because that means yes.
You'd have to be there. Trigger that.
Did you not want me to sit down? Is that what you were saying? Because you did that as I asked you if you wanted me to sit down and you pushed no. Can you do that again for us, please?
Oh, the fucking speaker not working.
Do you need it?
I really can't hear it.
Well, there's definitely a spirit here a minute ago. Can you push that? Are you still with us? You've got it working now.
Look at that. That's the bag for the speaker, and it just moved.
I'm aware. Are you playing with the bag? I'm wondering what it is.
Fuck off, moth.
It's a bag. Are you here with us?
I thought that said fuck off then.
Can you repeat, please? What do you mean you know harm? We'll respect you, like we've done every time we come down here. You should know that by now. You should know we're not a threat. The amount of times we've been here to see you. Only this time we don't have any cracks in us, like last time.
If you're up in that window, can you move for me, please? Is that you I can see?
Do you wish to communicate with us? Can you make one of the devices go?
Please.
I'll take some out from the door.
Hello?
Thank you. Are you happy with us being here? If so, please do that again.
Can you make that light change for me again, please?
Are you still with us?
Is it because I'm here?
Let's say hi then.
Couldn't tell. Most of the stuff with the spirit box you have to listen to
Again.
afterwards. Obviously it's captured on the camcorder.
There's definitely a spirit around.
Oh, there definitely is. My battery's nearly dead.
Can you make that light go again, please, like you did a minute ago? You can either do the green side or the red side.
I heard hello.
Hello? Can you say hello to us? As I say that, the room picked up. Are you here with us? Come to say hello to us. We mean you no harm. Are you happy with us being here?
Oh, there's also the dog, isn't there?
The dog, yes.
That chases you. Not to scare you or anything, Dave.
Pardon?
As a dog that... Does it do it playfully or...
No, it's chasing you as if you're trespassing.
So go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Oh, we have seen that.
But just remember, it's a spirit, it can't harm you. As I just said that, I heard a bark.
That's near the ground.
It's a plane going overhead, this echoes, it's a
Is it
tunnel.
that, was it? Is that a flat up there then?
No, that is the old murder holes. They drop things like oil, hot sand, things like that. Because obviously, what you got to remember, this is a Norman castle, this bit.
Yeah.
The bit inside is Tudor-ish. Do the Seymours visit here anymore? Is John Seymour here? He recently passed, Babs, that's why I asked.
I'm aware. Yeah, I would use that thing on my phone, but I don't know how real it is.
It's not real. I don't believe in phone apps.
That's mere movement in that direction.
Can you see me stood by the gate?
Don't forget, from their perspective, that gate isn't there. Because that's new.
Yeah, so they're probably thinking,
Why we just stood here.
why are we here? Why are you not walking in? We can't go any further than here.
Because obviously this is where the portcullis would have been, and this would be as far as you'd be able to get in the old days, if it was closed.
You're probably wondering why we're here, aren't you? Would you like us to tell you why? Don't set that one for us, whatever you do.
I'm looking for a second portcullis.
Up there.
No, that's just a groove where a heavy door might have been.
I thought that might be the second one.
This might have been a wooden reinforced door.
It might be one of
It wouldn't have been metal in those
hang on,
days.
let's try to talk about. Help. What would you like help with? What would you like help with?
Are you trapped here? Oop, I nearly fell over.
Careful, it's dangerous.
It's these steps.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying be careful.
Are you trapped here? Are you grounded here?
There's something stood behind you.
I know, I can feel something on my back. Was you murdered here? Did you hear that banging?
Yeah. Did you hear that thing here? Yeah. There's someone definitely stood behind you. I'm not sure.
Hello, Spirit, wherever you are, I cannot see you,
Someone is behind you.
but you can see me.
Are you stood behind Alex? Are you stood behind him? There you go.
Yeah.
What?
If you want, you can touch me on the head.
I didn't hear you just said what.
If you want, you can touch me on my head. I'm going to stand perfectly still. I've just got the smell of fresh vegetables. Moss, sort of thing.
Yeah, I did. But I know for a fact that the male pigs.
Ooh, wind.
Yeah, it's all because of music. Can you not sense it behind you yet?
I can sense it, I can feel it.
I know it's there because I can see it. It's like, I don't know if it's like a male guard.
Probably is a guard.
Why you stood there.
Well, what about these two over there? They're further up, they're more invading than me.
I had a smell of a horse then.
How do you know what a horse smells like?
Because they got that straw smell to them.
I thought you meant you smelt one's arse.
Oh no, they've got like a, I don't know if it's got, you know, like a straw smell.
We know George farted at you, but Jesus.
He did that after I gave him potatoes. What an idiot. I never forget that. Where I used to live, there were 2 horses in the field, and I gave one of them potato and his tongue was farting at me. Which I thought
Yeah, he looked directly at you as well.
He looked directly at me as he did it as well. That's the last bloody potato you were having from me. There's that smell again. When I mentioned the horse, that horse smell again. You know, have you ever been to a stable?
You talking to me?
Both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that kind of smell you get?
Yeah.
That is what horses smell like, because obviously they lay around in there. And that's what I can smell.
I can smell like a mossy kind of thing.
I can also smell, along with that, is a fresh grassy sort of smell, but the grass has not been cut.
The grass wouldn't have been cut in those days either. In fact, this whole thing here would have been, it wouldn't have been filled in the old days. It would have been a ditch.
What, like a moat?
A dry moat.
Yeah.
It would have been a deep dry moat. In fact, they reckon there's bodies underneath here.
What, where we are now?
No, over there, on the green.
That is why you're forever being watched at, isn't it?
Because obviously intruders that came here, when it did happen, it did a few times, I'm sure during the Norman conquest of 1066. Obviously, the Normans have just come, kicked the English out, so the English are trying to take back what's theirs, and I'm sure attacks on their castles happened all the time. Originally, this wasn't stone, this was a wooden castle, but no remains of it are left, because obviously wood rots.
Completely rotted by now.
Yeah, wood
Remind me,
rots.
how old is this castle?
The castle, according to English Heritage, it dates back to 1500s. However,
15th century.
However, if you let me finish, they have refused to do a core sample on the wall. A core sample is a small drill bit that goes in
And take it out.
and takes out to see how old the stone is. It's probably older. It's probably 11th century, this.
I was going to say, it feels a lot older than the 15th century.
I think it's Norman conquest.
There's that smell again.
1066 and further on.
And they would have had horses back then.
Yeah, of course they would have. There was no Uber or taxis back then.
Yeah, I don't know how far horses date back, but I know they date back a long time.
They date back a very long time.
Way before we were really
We were still using them in the First World War, let's be honest.
Well, yeah, we didn't have many cars.
No, only the rich.
Engineers came up with an idea, oh, let's have a car. And then we've got cars now, like...
I think we've got more activity on the benches over there.
Should we try and go back there and see? Something's really catching your eye, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it that window up
It's
at the
that
top
window.
there? The one at the top? Oh, let me go.
I might accidentally set this off in a minute.
Look at where my finger is pointing.
Oh yeah.
There's something in that window. And I keep getting drawn back to it.
Because you've been stood there for a little while.
Every
just
time I look
staring
away,
at it.
yeah,
Someone stood in that window.
there is.
The thing's just
I can see them. Which thing?
just said no. my back was turned, it said...
The windows lit
Why
up
did
as...
it do
Bab,
that when
bab,
my
bab.
back's turned?
The windows lit up.
Yeah.
It was just lit up then. Almost like a candlelight.
Can you make that go again? What were you telling us no for? You were saying no. Why did you say no? As soon as our back was turned, that won't work. That only happened when our back was turned.
Oh yeah, I've got a point to make.
Just a triangle.
All those on our group saying that there's no CCTV, eat it and weep. No, they're being very argumentative the other month.
Really?
Yeah.
I
We warned
tried-
them that they've got CCTV inside, also silent alarm systems. Oh, feel that wind.
I made a suggestion a few weeks back to come here, and I could only have limited spaces.
Yeah.
And nobody was listening to me when I said the space is up. So if anyone turns up that day, that's their own fault. But I was not turning up with about 20 people. There's nowhere to take a group of 20 around.
No.
I mean, I can take up to 6, and he can
Actually,
take up to 6, and
you
that's the max.
could probably get about 5 in here. Max.
I would not be able to take. I'm on about any investigation, but not just here
Yeah,
particularly.
but particularly that
Too
was...
many people
I
stomping
can't-
around.
Yeah, and that's why, and I was pretty cross of it by the end of it because nobody was listening. And it wasn't me being funny in any kind of way.
We
That
got let
was
down
just me.
anyway.
Yeah, and then right at the last minute, I can't drive you there. Apparently I've got to babysit for my grandchild. And I'm like, why didn't you just say that before now?
Especially when they checked 2 weeks before.
And even the Spirit agreed then because that just said no again. You know, we made all arrangements, agreed to it, so we're let down and pretty annoyed about it, weren't we? Because they just did it last minute.
I'd understand if it was like life and death situation, but...
Yeah, I get that, but it's the fact that she would have known if her son was working,
Exactly.
and that's what annoyed me.
People are just full of shit, to be honest.
Half of them on our group barely contribute anything. They barely put anything on there.
And then when we say something, most of them just moan, and I'm thinking if it carries on, I'm just going to close the group down and go my own way, because it makes sense.
Well, we've got our YouTube at the end
But
of the
we've got
day.
our YouTube channel,
Have you?
yeah, which will put stuff on. If we haven't put anything on there, I'm not going to lie for it.
Last thing was probably ancient ramen.
Which that was another disappointment.
Really?
Yeah.
Caught nothing. I'll
I
tell you
want
what,
to do it again.
we
Yeah.
caught a cat's meow
In
at the top of the
witch's room.
stairs. No, at the top of the stairs.
Before there, wasn't it?
It's up the top of the stairs by the landing. And that was it. The rest, we had battery drain on the equipment. Equipment even malfunctioned, and my audio recorder, not that one, my bigger one, didn't record bugger all.
I want to go back there again, but I want to do it a different time of the year than what I did last time, just to try it one more time
Yeah.
and see if it was
What?
maybe it's...
Feel that wind?
Is that you I can feel? Are you near me?
Watch the rampart, Elvis.
Oh,
Don't set that off.
hang on. It's flickered then, did you see it?
It's because they're stood there.
Are you here with me?
They're not responding on the spirit box anymore.
Can you make my lights go again if this is you? Like you made it flicker a minute ago. Can you do that for me, please? Use all your energy.
Feel free to use my energy. Make that light flicker for me, please.
You made the lights go a moment ago. Can you do that again, please? Even if it's just one little light, it won't harm you.
What the fuck? You
Smack.
didn't move them, did you?
Nope.
100%.
No, you've done anything.
Didn't
Somebody
move.
just touched me on. Did you just touch me on my hand?
Yes. Heard that pain and clear from. Whoa!
It won't hurt you.
It said yes.
Yeah.
Whoa. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Spirit.
You're welcome.
We appreciate the communication.
You know what that felt like?
No?
You know when a fly lands on you?
Yes.
Yeah. Like that.
And it was right there.
As you said it went on that as well. It's as soon as you said use your energy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then it thought, okay, I'll use that. Alright, it didn't make the lights go on there, but it went over there. So therefore, it's nearby. Are you still with us? Are you wanting to communicate? Is that why you touched Dave? Are you letting him know you're here?
Who's got their phone on loud?
Sorry.
If you want to do it professionally, we can't have that.
We always say to
Yeah.
put them on silent if possible.
Doing it now.
Because it, believe it or not, it interferes with these.
Mine's always on
Alexa
silent.
Yeah, mine is. Plus, I don't have any signal here anyway.
Use your energy again, Spirit, and touch one of us.
It's not us telling you what to do.
You can touch me, you can touch Laurie, or you can touch Dave.
Feel free to touch me again.
Let's pass that hand pod for me, because I want to go and check it out.
Right by the middle of the tank.
There, in it. And the walk round here, but I don't want to set that. And just stand this way and see if it does it again while we're all on our own. What are you doing, Dad? Right, you're right with me. Can you make my lights go again like you did a moment ago? Can you do that again? I don't know if any of you two saw that.
If it was on the device, the camcorder would have caught it, because I put it down at the moment with my arm breaking, like I've been holding something heavy.
No, it was on the K2, which the camcorder would not have picked up, so it's higher up.
I do also have my wristwatch audio recorder on now as well.
Can you make the lights go again on this device in my hand like you did a moment ago? Are you saying hello?
Is that you I can feel next to me?
Do you want us to turn off the spirit box?
Can you touch my hand again, please? Just like you did before.
There's something over there to see red.
The wind is really picked up. Look at that.
So you're definitely here.
Oh yeah, there's definitely something here, because no one stood there.
I'm over here. I've gone the
Dave's
other
there,
side
and
of the building.
across from him,
I'm literally that cold, I'm shaking.
it is quite cold, isn't it?
Yeah,
Cold.
yeah.
I felt the temperature. When did anyone see this K2 go off a minute ago?
Oh my god. There is a guard stood right by that gate.
You stood at the gate. Was it you that made the lights go?
You know, like those old spear things that also had a blade that curved.
Yeah, and got one of them.
Got one of them.
Oh yeah.
You see the Beef Eaters of the Tower of London using them for ceremonial this time, obviously.
Could you repeat that, please? Oh, my hand feels like ice. Are you stood with me? Is it me or is it like
Have you just left? That wind's going on, that's shivering.
Use your energy again. Make it cold. Please.
You can't me not to say that.
Make Laurie or Dave cold, please.
Use my energy if you need to.
I can smell garlic. I can smell garlic.
I can smell something. Is that grass now?
No, I can definitely smell garlic then.
I
Like
can
fresh
smell
garlic, like wild garlic.
What, like they're cooking on it, sort of?
Like they're cooking in a pot or something.
Are you cooking your dinner? Or
There's a big
meal?
supper in there, Dave.
Sorry, I'll rephrase that. Are you cooking your supper? Sorry, dinner's a new word probably for you. The same thing as supper.
It's either garlic or it's green.
Thank you. You are with us. They're cooking. You got the difference in them, haven't you? One's warm, one's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one having the rice one is the cold one.
Your fingertips are swollen.
So then,
Your fingertips.
colder,
Fingertips are warm.
but the rest is cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dad, I'll show you what I mean. This is cold,
Yeah.
this is warm. So the spirit's been stood next to you with this device.
Your hands are
Make
free.
you up.
Red.
There you go. Is that because I walked by it though?
I don't think so. I'll check the footage later. We won't confirm that. Yes, yeah.
It could have been because
Yeah.
it flickered then when you walked back.
Is it because I walked by it? Is that why it's done it?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Right, false alarm. It's me walking back. So I was trying to show you what I was saying about the hand being cold. Because if any of you were over here, you'd feel it's ice here.
I can feel it here.
I mean it's like ice here.
Yeah, and I keep getting a
Only on
breeze.
one side of my face. Not on both sides, only on one side, like someone stood right next to me.
That rampart's not moved though. And they're quite sensitive.
I just heard a horse then. Yeah, like that.
Stables was just in there.
Did anyone else say that?
In fact, I might be able to show you.
Yeah, it's because I walked by it. That's
Yeah.
what proved it, because you just walked by it.
Yeah. Right, you know, just around here,
Yeah.
that's where the stables is.
No, no, no.
Around here, if you've ever been in the day, you'll notice there's a door around the corner there.
Yeah.
That is stables.
Now can you feel the ice?
Yeah, I can feel it. I can sense it, I can feel it.
Ah, you weren't even near that. That went off before you walked there.
I'll check the footage just to be sure. I don't like confirming something unless I definitely...
I just saw it all again.
I saw something hanging down and I was right, is that a bloody spider?
I can't stand spiders. I do this and I don't like spiders to save my life.
They get flamed. Right and deodorant, perfect.
We can't do that in an investigation bad. People think flamethrowing men, won't they? I don't know if that's the light on your camera or it's an old, at least the light on your camera. Can you see it?
Yes, it's
The light on
reflecting
your camera, isn't it?
something.
Because I keep looking, I could even look annoyed. I could definitely, oh there's that wind
There's
again.
that wind.
There's that wind again. Are you with us? Oh, that's quite a strong wind as well.
It's even colder out there.
Is it cold out? Should we come out there and do some investigation?
If you're stood next to me again, can you make that light go green for me, please?
I've had to swap hands because it's cold. Is this you using your energy that's making it cold? Is this you doing it? Can you make one of the devices go off, please? Or use one of our energies if you prefer. Or touch one of us. Or touch Dave again like you did a minute ago. Sorry?
You're being watched by CCTV over there.
Is that what that red light is?
Yeah.
I'm wondering what that light
It's
is.
similar to my camcorder light. It's not full spectrum, it's probably infrared.
Yeah, but they can clearly see we're not doing anything.
Well, the security van turns up, they know.
Well, it's never been a problem before.
But I can hear beeping, which is why I went out.
Yeah, well, I keep seeing a red light down there. I thought it was spiritual.
What you've got to... Dead.
Nobody's near that, that's fine.
What you've got to remember, when me and us came about, it was the pandemic. Everyone was afraid of Boris Johnson virus.
Or Boris Johnson taking cocaine virus.
That's why I call it Boris Johnson virus, it was made up.
Don't sound good sniff, didn't he? It's when I said to you, is it spiritual? They said no. So the spirit told me that before you did.
Because when we came there, that sign wasn't there either.
No,
Like
this is all
CCTV.
new.
This is what happens when people damage a historical building.
I'm presuming you can still do this at night, round here, I'm presuming. But nobody said anything, and I'm sure somebody would have been here by now.
It doesn't say anything about trespassing, so we should be right here.
We're not trespassing.
Yep,
See?
green.
The
Yep.
spirit is even telling you we're not trespassing. What does that tell you?
And I've just seen an orange glow go across.
What in the courtyard?
You see where that pillar is?
The furthest one. There's about 3 pillars there. Which one are you talking about?
See, you've actually got them all right without the switch, it's quite amazing. The middle one, you've got a very tall one on the left.
Yeah, the very tall one.
In the middle, you've got a small one.
Yeah.
And on the right, you've got a reasonable sized one as well. The middle one, I saw an orange...
What, the tall one?
Yeah, the middle one,
Yeah.
I saw an orange glow go past it.
And that's when that said, when I'm talking and the spirit's answering my questions, even though I'm talking to you, but the spirit knows what I want. It was funny when I said I was trespassing, it told you straight no.
No.
Yeah, but the spirit told you that as well, so it's not just...
English heritage might consider it trespassing, I don't know.
Well, why would it be trespassing? It's not like we're in there, is it?
No, we're not breaking in.
I'm not breaking in at all, because that is not what we do. I know you will get people that will, but that is not how paranormal work works. Are you here with us? There's that window there.
Let's see what we get outside.
One more time, can you use my energy to change that light, please? I know you can do it. Was it you that touched my hand earlier? Is it because you don't know me? I mean you no harm.
Can they change?
Yeah, there have been stories about people hearing chains and they used to break in.
I just literally heard change once before I put the lamp just near it over there.
Don't forget the dungeon's only just down there.
Yeah, it wasn't here, it was over there. I heard it somehow.
Well, years ago, these bits here would have been dungeons as well. I don't buy that 1 minute they're dungeons and then they're cannon stations.
Did you say to try out there?
Yeah, Dave just wants it to light up one more time.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Use your energy. Make that device that's a triangle shape flash red or green, please. Ooh, that didn't sound nice.
You want me to move away? Do you not want me here?
Do you want us to leave? Ooh, just that time touch my left ankle.
Okay, so it's 2 minutes to move. Someone's looking at me more than standing next to me. So what am I doing? Are we overstayed our welcome here? We've been here too long.
If you want us to leave, make the device light up, please. And we will go in peace.
I won't go until you do.
I'm actually turning that off because we're not actually getting anything from that.
They quite like the triangle, don't they?
Yeah.
They seem to, I don't know about what anyone else thinks, but they seem to use that one more than anything.
Yeah.
Is that you in your pocket or is that somewhere?
Yeah, it's me in my
Because
pocket.
I'm listening. You know when you get into it, you're quite alert, you think, is that you in your pocket or is that some spiritual? Just like I thought that red light was. There's that smell again, isn't it?
No, I can smell tobacco now. It's making me want a fag. Seymour's obviously having a spliff or something.
Well, I doubt whether they'd be having a spliff back then.
No, back then they had pipes. Then some have been found just as you go down and then to the right.
Can you use all your energy?
Use all your energy. Use all of our energy if you have to. Just to touch nearby where the triangle shaped device is that's flashing blue at the moment. Touch it from either the left side or the right side. I'll give you a demonstration.
Green means yes, and red means no. Did you just fall back then?
No. I'm going to draw the fag though.
What? So every time your back's done, it does something.
That's what Cammy's for.
temperature's really dropped, isn't it?
Yep.
And I don't mean, there's that fresh
There's-
smell of grass again.
And that wind again.
And that wind's picked up again, yeah. Is that you? Is that you?
Are you near me again? I know you are.
Just when you haven't got your phone out.
I know.
When you had your phone out,
Nothing.
it didn't want to do it. It's just said it's not near you. So who is it, me?
Are you camera shy? Of course you wouldn't know what a bloody camera is. Are you afraid of our devices laid in your gatehouse?
Can you come and stand next to me? I mean you no harm.
There's that wind again.
Can you touch me again?
It's still in that window.
No, but the one in the corner has gone darker.
Where you were looking at?
Yeah.
Up on the top again.
See where I'm pointing?
Mm-hmm. Right, the
You've
top
got that one there, one right at the top,
Yeah,
one below the one right at the top.
yeah.
It's gone darker.
Oh, isn't it? But there's also flickering in there as well.
Now it's pretty much gone dark,
Like it's not there.
like it's not there, like somebody's drawn the curtains.
Drapes in those days.
Yeah.
Same as what we would use as curtains, is it? I'm trying not to set that off because that would frighten the shit out of everyone. No, it would because it's so loud, isn't it?
It's not the loudest alarm I've got.
I think the worst alarm I've ever heard is when we were in Shepton Mallet in that wing.
That wasn't even ours.
That's the joke. I couldn't work out what it was. It sounded like a fire alarm. It was so
That was
loud.
Claire's.
But it was another paranormal group we used to go with. They've gone bust now, but we used to go with them.
Well, we suspect they have.
Because they're
we
nowhere
don't
on the map. They
know for sure.
haven't even come up with any events or anything.
For about 2 years. Right. I saw you move this outside.
Is that you walking by?
Shut up.
Yeah, shut up. You don't have to give anyone a headache. Well, I suffer with migraines as it is. I know it sounds dumb doing this, suffering with migraines, but I do. And I still go out and do it.
That's alright, that's Dave.
Yep.
We'll go sit on the
How do you
bench.
turn this damn thing off?
We twist the knob.
No.
Give it here.
I'm still learning how to use these damn things. How to turn this thing off.
Yeah. Hold the triangle, don't touch the knob.
Oh, that knob there. I just worked it out.
Fuck's sake.
I've only just noticed it. Why didn't you ask someone to pick that up for you rather than
It's
put the
alright.
bag upside down? Put on the torch on because then you break your neck on the chair.
Yeah, you'll see this red light in a minute. You can't miss it.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
That is a infrared.
Yeah, but don't worry about it. You're not doing any harm.
No. What we'll do, we'll sit on the benches. What I'm going to do is just leave the torch like this so people can bloody see.
Can you not put it in everyone's eyes?
It's actually...
I'm not sitting with it. Put it that way. I'm not sitting with it.
Right, I'll put it there. It's the best I've got to do.
Right. What have you dropped?
I've dropped something, Babs, because you had to be awkward.
That's not being awkward. That's your own stupidity. That's not being awkward. I'm not having the light in my eyes. It hurts.
Look at those windows now.
I know.
They're doing it again.
They've gone darker.
You can't even see them. Turn that off.
You can barely see them, right?
Let me put this one back on again.
No, leave it for now.
Too late. I'm putting it back on because that's what I
Bab,
wanted to
leave
do.
it. It's not got a lot of battery in it left anyway. Put it on in a minute. Have it a fag break.
Well, then you shouldn't be filming then.
I'm not.
You are, because I can see the camera. You're on about saving battery.
I've got plenty of batteries, it's just some of them are dead already.